Welcome to Kamisha Reviews. Don't forget to hit that like button and do not forget to subscribe. Okay, come on through and let's get started.
All right. This is eviction night, but I want to address this real quick about Memphis saying what he said. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Memphis saying what he said. This is what I want to say about this. People were sending me messages saying that the man hit David on the shoulder or something. Was that you, Harp? I don't know if that was you or not. But I don't know if that was you or not, baby. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. But this is what I want to say straight up, y'all. Straight up. You can call somebody the N word, but that makes you the one that's ignorant, right? You're the one that's ignorant speaking of this man this way, even though the entire effing house is coming after everybody of color. I am so sick of the bull. I'm so sick of it. I don't want to be like I'm angry, but I'm over it. Every conversation in that house, bro, is let's get out Davon, let's get out David. And now they're saying Memphis called him boy. I heard him call him boy, but calling somebody the N word. What's the purpose of doing that? Like Memphis, you act like you are a king. You act as though you are like maybe a slave owner. I don't know what you think you are, but everything that you have done is exposed you on Big Brother. Your character is in question now. Probably people at home and people that you knew before you actually went in. And welcome, Andrea. People that you actually went in. Well, I saw a video where Memphis caught, yeah, called him boy. He called him boy. That's a very disrespectful thing to tell any man you're a boy. You know, as a grown man, so why would you call somebody a boy? Okay? People might not think that that word is a big deal in 2020, but actually, that word actually is a very, very big deal. You shouldn't be, no one should be using that word, not even myself or anybody else, because the word is just tainted with such negativity. It is tainted with such negativity. And the fact that you would use that verbiage, and because you probably, I'm gonna tell you guys some truth, that man probably speaks that way at home around his people that he loves and care about. He probably speaks that way to everybody. It's not a surprise to anybody that knows him. When I say that Memphis and Christmas are the villains of the show, I am so serious about that. And which frustrates me so badly is that they still want to get rid of everyone black. When David came out today and said, look, we are going to split the vote. I said, y'all play the game. Play the game. I'm sorry y'all might think I'm wrong because I'm black too. Play the game, people of color. I want them out of the house. I do not think Memphis deserves to be there. I'm sorry. I don't think Christmas deserves to be there. Both of them are whack as hell and racist. I hope the entire world sees how racist that they are. I hope that everyone who doesn't, like for instance, Nicole losing her sponsors. I don't know if they have sponsors or anything else, but if they were going to get sponsors, I'm pretty sure that's out the door. Using a word like that, a word that has such a negative response, a negative background, history, everything. That word should never have come out of your mouth. But I'm going to say something about him and about Cody. Somebody put my comments about the KKK living in the house. Look, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes or what they do in their private time. But for somebody to feel so comfortable to say a word like that, bro, this is what he did at home. This ain't nothing new because he on Big Brother 22. This is his everyday speech. This is what he says. David doesn't need to prove everything. You know what, Mama? I'm gonna say something. The thing about it with David, the only thing David is trying to prove in this house is that a black person can actually get to the end. A black person is able to play the game. But see, this is the thing about it, and I don't care who don't like what I'm saying about race. I'm gonna keep saying it until you guys get the picture. Because at the end of the day, no one black that has ever been in the Big Brother house never had a chance. They've never had a chance. I don't care what you guys say. They've never had a chance. Something always happened, like the whole house voting them out the first or second week, the whole alliance, when they pick somebody to go on the block, it's someone black. And all this time I've watched Big Brother, I've always said, you know what? They got put on the block. They just chose them. I always made an excuse myself as a Big Brother fan. I always made an excuse about why they put a black person on the block quickly or got rid of him. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. It is shitty. It is bull for someone to put somebody up because of the color of their skin. You know, the thing about it, we couldn't even have education. I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but in the slave times, our ancestors weren't allowed to have education. Do you know why? They were intimidated by people who had no education, that they wanted to rise, that they wanted to become better than them. So what do you think is happening with Big Brother? What do you think is happening with Big Brother? They do not want those black people to succeed. They do not want them to become a winner. They do not want them to become HOH, to try to cut them off at their feet to make sure they don't get to grow or do anything in that doggone house. And that includes CBS. Memphis walks around like he's some old ass man, don't do anything. But you know what? That's what white privilege gets you, right? In no kind of way am I a racist. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in the military. I grew up all different types of races. But if I see something wrong where somebody is black or even a woman is being mistreated and I'm sitting here doing commentary on something like this, yes, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it. And for the people who watch me, hey, what's going on, Shady Baby? For the people who are watching me and do not like what I'm saying, you know what you got to do. Because like I said, if you never heard of white privilege, look it up. And I'm going to tell you something else about Christmas. This is just a little side note. With all that little clapping she was doing, they call that culture vulture. You know, things that we do that you guys knock us down for and say, oh, we're ghetto. Everything, clap, 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 all that mess in your face. Oh, please. If Davon or Bailey would have done that, they would have dragged her out. She's ghetto. Davon and Bailey had to be quiet just so they wouldn't be labeled as ghetto or anything else negative. Anybody in that house can get loud, go off, do whatever, and nothing will be said about it. Nothing. Okay? In fact, they probably will congratulate them. Oh, you did a good job going off on them or such or whatever. So now I'm listening to the feeds and watching the feeds, and the entire house is saying who should go first, Kevin or Davon. I don't understand how you have a freaking 15 alliance members. Everybody is safe in the house except for the people of color. Point blank, period. So I'm going to say this. Davon, David, Kevin, please get HOH. That's all. That's it. I am done. Memphis can go get his broke back ass out the house or in jury or wherever he needs to go. because he's just gonna glide right to the very end, not doing anything. But like I said, that's that white privilege. Yes. See, I love everybody who supports me in community reviews, but I'm speaking my opinion. And if you are bothered by it, I understand. I understand. But I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck to everybody who comes visit community reviews, because this is where you are. This is my channel. Period.
You are
You are
now
now
tuning
listening
into
to Misha Review.
So go ahead and bring your negative comments. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna respond to every one of them. And the thing about it, it's not just me who's saying it. It's people who are not of color, who see the racist undertones, who see this lame ass season for what it is. Big Brother, CBS, the people in Big Brother 22, they want a blue-eyed, blonde hair to win. I'm so serious. Janelle got caught up because Janelle is Janelle, and I love Janelle. I really believe they saw Janelle hooking up with Bailey and Davon. Oh, hell no, they didn't want to see that. They didn't want to see the queen of Big Brother to actually link up the people of color. Do you know what could happen? We could have the power. Oh my God. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'll be back later. I'm done.